What do you do when you're negotiating with someone that you don't believe wants to look for a win-win solution, right? So watch this video so you can be a better negotiator. So a lot of people think about negotiation as something like I win, you lose, right? And we try to get something that that you get everything that you want and the other person loses, or or you're trying to get a situation where it's like uh, a discussion, right? Like a war kind of thing, right? But that's not how you should approach negotiation, right? Negotiation is it's a problem solving, right? So you have something that I want, I have something that you want, and we should solve that problem on how we can work that together. And the best mindset for you to do any negotiation is to look for a win-win situation, right? So where on the process we solve the problem together, and you win and I win, right? So that's the best negotiation that you can get. But of course, not everyone approaches a negotiation problem like this, right? So what happens when you're trying to negotiate with someone that's not thinking about it, does not have this mindset, and maybe that person's probably trying to win and you lose, right? And so that can be lots of things, right? It can be a salary negotiation where the company is trying to get the most out of it, or maybe the employee is trying to just get what he wants, right? Or maybe it could be a boss that he wants something done the way he wants it, and he just wants everyone to just agree with him, for example. Or it could be any kind of negotiation, right, where one of the sides is not looking for a win-win situation, right? So my suggestion is that you should, even in that situation like this, you should approach that problem thinking about a win-win solution, right? Because the reason why the other person might not want you to work on a win-win solution is they might be afraid, they might not know what to do, they might have the belief that negotiation is always a I win, everyone else is lose, right? So they're approaching it trying to prevent from them being the losing part, right? So and it could be in bad faith, right? It could be someone that is just trying to force the ball and kind of force a conclusion. But my experience that most times it's really lack of skills, right? The other person does not know how to negotiate, or they have some their own impediments and their own failures, right? And they don't know how to negotiate, they don't know how to problem solve, and so they will approach that as trying to win everything and trying to make you lose, because that's the only way they know how to negotiate. But if you approach the problem from a win-win situation, right? So if you approach the problem by trying to understand the other person, trying to learn from them, and then even if they are not, right, but you are doing it, what happens is that you open the doors for a much better communication, for a much better negotiation, and you really you can really turn things around, right? Because you can help the other person negotiate better, and you can help them approach more like a win-win solution. And so every time that you keep the mindset of trying to learn and trying to approach negotiation as a learning process, as a way to really understand what you want, what the other person wants, and how you can problem solve it together, even if the other person does not want to do that, even if they are not on good faith, right? Because that might happen, right? You might be negotiating with someone that's like totally bad faith, right? And so, but even in that situation, if you approach negotiation as a win-win solution, you might win the heart of the other person. You might understand their situation better. You might turn them into a better problem solver, right? But even if that's not true, right? Even if the other person is really negotiating bad faith, even if the other person is really trying to screw over, if you, uh, you know, why do you think if you approach the thing in a more combative way, right, you would get anything different? You would not, right? So I think the best strategy it's always to approach a negotiation as a win-win, as a trying to solve a problem in a way that you win, the other person wins, and that's going to make you a much better negotiator, and you're going to get much better deals in everything that you do, even with people that are very hard, even with people that don't want to negotiate. Okay, so this is Bruno Souza, and I'm here in beautiful Utrecht in the Netherlands. I'm going to do a JavaZ Group meeting tonight, and this is just the first stop on the JavaZ Group's Euro tour, and I'm going to keep you posted on everything going around. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified of all the videos that we're going to be posting, and I'll see you around. See ya.